Hey everyone, this is me, Joyful Anime 19. I am back at you with a new What If video. But before we get to that, the What If, I have to say something. I'm really sorry that I haven't been, uploading any more. I haven't been uploading any videos lately for some. Well, it's because I've been, I've been in college and I'm working as hard as I can. I'm really sorry that I haven't been uploading videos lately. Sorry about that, but now I'm uploading new videos. So let's see. This What If video will be, what if Deku had Crystal Style as his quirk? And it will be and Crystal Style, you guys all know that it's from Naruto Shippuden. It's from the second series of Naruto itself. Naruto Shippuden, you know, that woman who can make crystals out of the atmosphere or anything else. There may have been limitations. There were limits to her power, but let's give Deku the Crystal Style as his quirk. Another video will come out today. It will be, what if Naruto had Wood Style as his quirk? Deku was born. Okay, now let's get to the what if. Deku is now born and the moment when he's born, he started waving his hands, and some kind of little tiny crystal comes out of nowhere and lands on Deku's head, and everyone's is like, I'm surprised that Deku was born with his quirk, but in this what if my hero, they decided to put Deku in to figure out what kind of quirk he has. They discovered that Deku quirk can crystallize pretty much anything. And when he crystallized a little tiny bug, they figured out that he can also crystallize the cells inside as well. So Deku is now invalid. Now it's searched up, and now and the doctor said that he has a quirk that allows him to crystallize anything he wants, make it into a crystal, and is able to crystallize everything down to molecular level or atomic scale to a very large extent. They said that Deku will continue to get stronger over the years as he learns more about his quirk and learns new ways how to use it. They suspect that Deku will become an amazing hero in the future. An amazing hero and a valuable asset to the hero community. So yeah, Deku's mom is happy to hear this. And over time, Deku has made tiny crystals. He's even learned some new techniques, like making a little making crystals into weapons, and making his body into a crystal, so that way making his body as hard as a crystal. And he learns how to do this, and he makes an crystal out armor for him. And he also learns a lot of things. He also learns how to make that crystal dragon thing. And Deku is in kindergarten, and everyone's showing off their quirks, and we're gonna make it that Deku and Bakugo actually meet in this what if. In my other what ifs, I have made that Bakugo and Deku don't actually meet yet, which gave Deku an easier life. because he didn't have to grow up with that, with such a person who thinks so highly of himself. So yeah, I made those what ifs. So yeah, Deku is, so this time I'm gonna make it that Deku and Bakugo do meet each other, and Bakugo and him aren't actually friends because he feels that something is wrong with Bakugo. When Bakugo got his quirk, he believed that he was higher than everyone, beyond their understanding. And Deku, and everyone asks, what's your quirk, Izuku? And Deku shows off his quirk, and he can like crystallize anything, pretty much crystallize anything he wants. And we're gonna have a really smart Deku in this one because he learns that he can't always rely on his quirk all the time, so he needs to rely on himself as well, or else he'll be completely useless as a hero in the future. So Deku now So Deku has now. So Deku now is about. So Bakugo comes up to Deku and says, I mean, no, Bakugo says, yeah, you have a strong quirk, but it isn't better than mine. And Deku just says, that doesn't matter to me, I don't care about your quirk. And Bakugo gets angry the moment Deku says this, and throws an explosion, but the teacher says to stop, but it's already too late. And Deku catches Bakugo's hand and Bakugo's arm and throws him across the classroom. And Deku says, "Huh, you really just got angry just because I said that? You're pretty pathetic, Bakugo." And Bakugo at this moment is now passed out and is taken to the nurse's office. They call his parents and they understand Deku gives his side of the story, and they understand now what happened. So Bakugo is actually grounded for an entire week. And not allowed to leave his room. Not to leave his room until he understands that what he did was wrong. So it's time for a big time skip. So every time that Bakugo try to cause trouble or try to attack Deku, he would be grounded for an entire month for causing trouble. I mean, his family gives him food. His family gives him food, but no dinner. For a month. So Bakugo has been stacking up on snacks just in case. And yeah, that whole incident where Deku is supposed to protect that kid doesn't happen because every time he causes trouble, he always gets locked up in his room. He's only given 2 meals a day because he gets grounded for an entire month. So yeah, Bakugo doesn't have much to train with his quirk. But it does develop a bit more and get stronger. Deku is the most popular kid. His class believes that he's the strongest quirk person with a very powerful quirk. And the teachers see this and they ask Deku of what he wants to be, and they ask if Deku will become a hero in the future. Deku says yes, I will be. Says yes to that, and so they decided to tell the junior high that he's going to about Deku and his abilities, about his quirk and him. And that Deku is actually smarter and a bit stronger a bit more athletic than the rest of the peers in his class. And that a few kids from other schools from other middle schools have been trying to beat Deku. So yeah, Deku is well known in this what if. And they try to see if Deku really is strong or if the rumors are wrong. So Deku has defeated every last one of them. Bakugo has also challenged Deku to other fights, but unfortunately Bakugo is defeated every time. There was this one time Deku slipped up, accidentally fell on his butt, and Bakugo was about to finish him off. Was going to finish him off by with a huge explosion at him, but Deku managed to kick Bakugo right in the face, knocking him out. So yeah, Deku has won every battle against other students from different schools, and now he's in junior high, so it gets a bit difficult over time. And Deku's quirk has become even more than it was back then. As it becomes more stronger every time it's exposed to fighting, it becomes even more stronger. So it begins to evolve even more. So Deku is able to create clones of himself by using a technique that he developed with his quirk called crystal mirror clone, which allows him to create clones of himself by making a reflection of a mirror that he created with crystals, with his quirk. And the clones come out of the crystal mirror, and they look like Deku, but when they're put down, they turn into crystals. And Deku also learns this surveillance technique, and the teachers even see more that Deku has more potential than all the other students. They also take into account that Bakugo is also in debt with his quirk, in depth with his quirk, but he's a bit more of a troublemaker because he's always caused more trouble for the other students, including for Deku. So Bakugo Bakugo may be smart, but he's also a delinquent. I've been willing to say that for a while. So Bakugo is a bit more of a delinquent who is jealous figures out that he's jealous of Deku, and he tries to make Deku jealous of his quirk, but Deku doesn't really care about that. So he's more focused on studies and learning even more things about his quirk. So at the last day of school, the teacher asks what they want to be, what his class and what they want to do in the future. But then he throws the papers in the. But then he cacks. But then he throws papers in the air, and he says that I know what everybody wants to become. Everyone wants to be heroes, and everyone starts cheering and using their quirks. And the teacher says, yes, all of your quirks are very unique, but remember, no quirk uses at school. And the teacher says that Bakugo says, don't grow me up with these weaklings. After all, I'm the strongest here. And then a few of the students laugh at Bakugo and say, "You, the strongest? Yeah, right. You got beaten by Deku so many times. Don't think too highly of yourself. You're way pathetic." And then Bakugo gets mad about this. Who said that? Come out. I dare you. I dare you to say that again, but this time in front of my face. Like I thought, you're a coward. And the teacher says, actually, Bakugo, you are pretty pathetic. And Bakugo is shocked that the teacher would say that to him. And Bakugo says, "What? I know that everybody would say that to me, but I never thought you would say that to me, Teach. Do you want to die?" Bakugo, you know threatening a teacher is gonna get you even more trouble, right? You've caused nothing more than trouble for everyone, which is why you'll be held back. What? You can't do that to me. But I already proposed this to the principal, and they said that we can't have someone who causes more trouble for everyone to stay back, to stay here. So we're going to be letting you go. Bakugo sits down, and now he knows that every teacher in the school just thinks of him as a delinquent, and he figures out that what he's been doing with his life. And the teacher also says that Deku is also, that Izuku Midoriya is also going to My Hero, is also going to UA. And Bakugo does want to go to UA, and he's even angry when he hears Deku is going to UA. And yes, Izuku does have the name Deku, because Bakugo keeps calling him Deku. But everyone decides to call him Deku, or another different name, which, by the way, they call him the Crystal King, because he creates crystals, and he's unbeatable. He can't be beaten by anyone. So yeah, the whole thing happens. Deku is actually listening to music. So listening to music because he didn't want to hear Bakugo's whining or troublemaking at all. So pretty much he's been hearing music to ignore Bakugo. So Deku has learned to read lips and body movements, so he knows what everyone's talking about. So he rarely hears anyone out. And then Bakugo, and then at the end of the day, when it's the last day of school, and at the end of the day, Deku is now packing up. Deku is packing up, and Bakugo sees Deku and goes over to him and says, So you're going to UA. Do you think you're better than me? Huh? Well, say it. Say you're better than me and see what happens." And then Deku just slaps Bakugo in the face and says, "Bakugo, you've always been trying to bully me, trying to pick on me. The teacher's right, you are pathetic. Always causing trouble for everyone. Why don't you just disappear?" And Bakugo does have his lackeys, but they understand what Deku says, that he is being pathetic. But they can't say that to Bakugo because they're afraid that Bakugo might hurt them, so they just do what Bakugo asks them to do, tells them what to do. And so Bakugo decides to blow up his hero analysis journal, along with his journal of all the things he's learned, and explodes it with his hand, and then throws them out of the window. Deku doesn't get angry at this because Bakugo has always tried to make an attempt for Deku to get angry. So yeah, Deku creates like these crystal wings out from his back, and he creates like a crystal board, like a crystal slide for him to get down. And he gets his journal, and Bakugo says, "Damn it! Doesn't matter. I will make. It doesn't matter. I will make you regret those words, Deku. Calling me pathetic. Yeah, right. I could destroy you anytime I want." But Baku does try to understand its quirk. So yeah. Deku is now walking home. He takes a shortcut as usual. So yeah, this time we'll make it that Deku is attacked by the slime villain. And Deku hears this noise coming from underneath him, and he sees the slime villain about to attack him, and Deku creates like a crystal barrier around him. And the slime villain says, "Ha! Fine. Looks like I found someone to take over. Hey kid, give me your body." And Deku says, "You're gross, dude. No way. I don't swing that way, dude. Besides, you're pretty disgusting. You look kind of disgusting to me." And Deku and Slime Villain says, "Go to hell, kid. Just give me your body." And Deku crystallizes a part of him, and Slime Villain says, "What the hell? I'm turning into crystal. These crystals. This is bad. I can't stay here. If I stay here, I'll die." And Deku creates a crystal barrier around him, around the guy, and the slime villain says, "No, I can't get away now. Hey, brat, let me out." And Deku says, "No way, I'm going to take you to the... Nope, I'm going to take you to the police. Myself." And Deku compresses it and turns the crystal barrier into a bottle. Into some kind of crystal bottle. So Deku was able to control the size of the crystals and everything like that. So yeah, Deku. So yeah. All Might comes in and he says, "I am here," and then he sees that the slime villain isn't there, and he asks Deku, "Hey kid, where's the villain?" And he says, "Oh, he's in here." And then he turns around and he sees All Might, and "Wait, you're All Might. I'm your biggest fan. I'm sorry, but were you after this guy?" And All Might says, "Yes, I was. It's okay if I have him right now? Here, you can have him." And Deku asks for All Might's autograph. So yes, he does idolize heroes. He knows everything about them. So yeah, Deku is a fanboy, but he keeps it inside because it makes him look like an idiot. So Deku has that cool head personality, kinda. And Deku and All Might says, "Well, kid, you have a really interesting quirk. I can't wait. I'm excited to the day you become a hero." you can actually become a really amazing hero, really amazing and spectacular hero for everyone to look up to. And then All Might jumps away and just gives Deku his motivation to become even more stronger than he already is today. Than he already is. So Deku is in the city. We will put up about the whole thing about the Silent Villain attack, but the Silent Villain won't be actually attacking Bakugo. Because All Might takes the Silent Villain to the police, and well, so yeah, that will actually be in part 2 of this video. So yeah, thank you everyone for listening to this What If. So thank you very much. Fortunately, I don't have enough memory to extend this video for a bit more. So yeah, thank you. And we're almost there to 100. And here's a special announcement. I'm happy to say that now I have 96 subscribers, and we're almost at 100. That means it's almost time for me to make that new What If video about what if Naruto became the Shield hero, and there will be another. And I'm starting to think about making Naruto What Ifs, and maybe Asta What Ifs as well. So yeah, thank you everyone, and we're almost at 100 subscribers. So if we get to 100 subscribers, I will make What If Naruto became the Shield hero, and I will make a backstory about the cardinal heroes and the cardinal weapons as well. So yeah, we're almost there. So thank you everyone, thank you, and this is me signing off, and thank you.